Hey guys, it's Alicia Brown, the Joy Guru, and thought I'd just come in. I just finished an author strategy session. If you don't know, as a publisher, one of my highlights, one of the things I enjoy above everything is author strategy sessions. Now, yes, I love seeing your book in print form. Yes, I love helping you go from idea to fruition. But one of the biggest tools we use to have that done at Fruition Publishing is your one-on-one author strategy session with me. And they're very important because here's the thing, and this will really relate to those of you guys that have a book idea, but you're like, Alicia, I have all these thoughts in my head, but I can't just seem to get them on paper and make them happen. Um, Ideas are great, visions are great. When you know what you want to accomplish, that's wonderful. But a dream and a vision alone doesn't mean it comes to fruition. And this is not an individual job. You need help along the way. So one of the things I find when you read books and you're like, what was the point? Or I felt like they maybe had a good start or they had a good point going, but it was just like, I read the book and it was just like all over the place. Most of the time it's because they didn't have a clear strategy. They just had an idea. They didn't take the time to do the work to actually lay out what that looks like. What, in our author strategy sessions, we talk about what is the main theme of your book? What are your main points to corroborate that? What is it? First of all, one of the things we help you do is define who your audience is. Because one of the things, especially early on as a publishing consultant, drove me crazy. When I asked people, who is this book for? Oh, everybody could learn something from my book. And I'm going, yeah, I can already tell you the way you're going to write this, or if you have presented the manuscript to me, already written it, this is just going to go wrong. Or, as someone back then that served as an editor and ghostwriter, this is going to be very expensive for you because not only is there going to be probably a whole bunch of editing, but it's going to be so bad that I'm basically going to have to ghostwrite or copyright too, portions of you, depending on how bad it was, depending on whether I had to serve as ghostwriter or copywriter. So it's like when you do things right from the beginning, when you have a clear strategy from the beginning, things go the way they should. And one of the things you cannot do is afford to write a book where you're not clear about your messaging. You're not clear how you're going to prove your main point. Your book should have a main point. And also, you're not even clear who this is for. Because I'm always telling clients and people that I have consultation with, a good book is a conversation. A good book is when you sit down and you're like, you know what, they get me. Like, I don't know who this is, but I feel like I'm sitting down talking to my best friend. Or I feel like you just have a camera in my house and you walk with me every day. You just know me. Because a good book offers a solution. I don't care if it's a children's illustrated book. There is something that I get when I read your book. There is something of value that you offer me, which is why I even look at your book or purchase your book. That's a good book. So there's some main things you have to do and should do before you even start writing that book, really to nail the audience, the person this book is written for, because that book should only be written for one person. There is, sometimes people call it a book avatar. There is one person that this book is for that will receive transformation from reading your book. Now, we're not talking about like college textbooks or clinical books or things like that. We're talking about your average trade novels and things like that, where I'm saying these, giving you this advice. So that's why I love author strategy sessions. I love not only hearing your book vision, but how you want this to work for you. Like, is this something that's a move for your speaker's career that up levels you and introduces you in that industry? Is this something where you're taking your clinical expertise and you're monetizing that? Is this the entryway for your clients, for people to even know if they want to work with you? Maybe you're a realtor and you're teaching people not the importance of home buying, but you're teaching people things to know. and the importance of who they choose to represent them for getting that house for their family, or understanding their needs, and how this home, maybe it's a legacy piece for their family, maybe it's a investment piece, maybe it's commercial property. It matters who you work with, so that might be something you're doing. I've worked with attorneys before. Your book has a different thing. So everybody has a particular reason for why they're writing a book, and different aspirations for that book. And you have to make sure that you already know how that's going to work. And then on top of that, let's be honest, you don't want a book that looks cheap, that isn't the industry standard, and it is chocked full of nothing but editing errors, where people are like, did you pay someone to do this for you? Because, baby, if you did, you need to get your money back. And being a publisher, I see it every day. Like, I can look down the list and say, this doesn't follow industry standards. This isn't formatted according to industry standards. This isn't cataloged appropriately. This isn't this appropriately. So, you don't have to be perfect, but people want those things. The people that matter, there's certain industry criteria for your book. And it will make a difference in how far your book can go, where it can be placed, and if it can do the things that you aspire for your book to do for you. So that's one of the things just coming in today. Wanted to come in with you briefly, in between strategy sessions. And just so you know, you can book a strategy session with me anytime. If you go to fruitionpublishing.com, you can go to I believe our shop page. I will leave the link in this post so you know where you can go to do that. Invest in that, because I can tell you, one of the things that we offer in the author strategy sessions is that you leave with a book outline. So I hear you, I glean from you. We have a lengthy discussion. There's even homework for you to do before we meet and, face to face, so that we're very clear, and I make the best use of your time, and also prepare you for this vision, not just for it to be a dream, your book dream or your author's dream or your monetizing your expertise dream, but that it actually comes to fruition, which is what we're here for. So fruitionpublishing.com. You can definitely, I'll put the link in this post for booking your strategy sessions. We also have what a lot of people want once we have our strategy session is an accountability program. Okay, I have the idea. You made it clear for me. You made it easy for me to write this book. Now I need to be accountable. I need deadlines. I need to report to you and submit things to you, which also, let me say, it's a lot cheaper because if you follow that process, and accountability is what you need, not only does that program make sure that it gets done, but it also has your submitting portions of your manuscript as we're moving on together and writing it. So when it comes to the end, when we're talking about publication and editing, it's a lot cheaper because of the fact that we've already went through it. And yes, at Fruition Publishing, we do take in consideration when we talk about your publishing contract, we take in consideration the services that you've already spent with us. We don't try to rob you blind. We, as a thank you for patronizing us, for working with us, for buying different programs, we reward your faithfulness and your loyalty. So we take into account what services do they already have with us, what have they already spent with us, and we also give you a discount for our customized publishing packages. So just a few things, letting you know what's going on behind the scenes. I dedicated this year to say I will give you more look behind the scenes, and that's one of the things. We offer author strategy sessions, so you make sure that you're clear on what you want your book to do for you and a pathway to do that. We also offer accountability sessions where you need that extra layer of accountability for making your book dream or vision come to fruition. And then, of course, there's the publishing. And I will say this because for whatever reason, whatever platform you're watching this on, you're a follower. So I let my followers know first. We not only have publishing services where we are your publisher, but for those select few that know you can do the work, but you just want to hire someone to do the infrastructure and the work for you, but you want full royalties and all of that, we do have a package for that. So if that's what you're looking for and you're willing to do the work yourself, I do warn you, it's a lot of work, but you want full royalties and you're ready for what it means to do the work. but you just need the company to do the infrastructure and things for you. We offer that as well. So make sure you go by fruitionpublishing.com/contact us and drop us a message for any of the things I said in this video that seem appealing to you. I'll definitely also give you that link for how you can book your upcoming strategy session. So for now, I'm Alicia Brown, CEO of Fruition Publishing Services. Bye-bye for now.